Hi, my name's Leo and I'm a boat builder and a sailor. Back in 2017 I bought a very old and quite famous wooden sailing yacht for the price of $1, and since then I've been rebuilding that boat from the keel up with the help of some really amazing people, with the intention of eventually sailing it back to the UK where it was built. Now last weekend we had an open house here at the workshop for the first time, and it was amazing to see so many people come through and look at the boat. We had a line stretching halfway around the boatyard for the full 4 hours. You know, of course this project is all completely funded through these YouTube videos, and we have an amazing, very supportive network and community for which I'm so grateful. So it was really great to see so many people turn up and get to see the boat. I do hope that we'll be able to do another open house at some point in the future. Not quite as many. Now there's so much exciting stuff in progress at the moment that in this video we're kind of going to walk around and see what the crew are up to in their different areas, but with a particular emphasis on the electrical work, because the electrical components have started going into the boat now, and that's really exciting. As we're getting into more systems work, I need to introduce you to a couple of people involved in that. The first is Joe Smith, who was actually in one of the previous videos. He works out of the same building as us and is a really experienced marine systems specialist. He is going to be taking charge on most of our onboard systems. Then we've got another new member of the crew, Tyson, who has done a lot of electrical work on aircraft but is new to the marine trade. He's going to be helping us out with installation, working with Joe, taking advice from Joe on the marine side of things, and he's already been getting some of the electrical supply distribution system into the boat. So let's go and meet them both.
Give me one more second here. My name's Joe. I have Ocean Systems. I'm a marine systems specialist in Port Townsend. I've had my business since 2006 here. Spent a lifetime in the commercial fishing industry and just boating around. Had a sailboat in my youth that lived on, and Leo asked me to lead the systems on Tally-Ho. I'm super excited for that opportunity. Yeah, we've got Tyson. He seems like he's a great asset to our little team, and yeah, looking forward to just doing a really tidy and really thoughtful, intentional installation starting from scratch. It's a unique opportunity. Yeah, so I have a 34-foot Tom Colvin designed steel-hulled gaff rig schooner that my wife and I lived on for 10 years during mid-90s, early 2000s, and she went into storage in 2004 for 18 years. Just got her in the water this last weekend for her first sail, so that's super exciting for us.
Not your boat? Oh, are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Got this text from Jen.
Oh yeah, what she said?
She says, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Please tell Leo I'm so sorry. I thought he was taking snapshot picture and stopped to talk to him, but he was filming. I wanted to crawl into a hole."
Hey dude.
Hey Leo.
Well, my name is Tyson. I just moved from Boise, Idaho. I had a ski and bike shop there for the past 10 years, and it was a lot of fun to run, but my life has been heading towards the ocean, and I closed up and liquidated my business to jump into this new career. We just started doing all of the power distribution wiring with all the pretty Victron stuff, and that's kind of the beginnings of the electrical system for Tally-Ho.
So under the companionway steps here is where Tyson is installing the electrical supply or distribution system, and that is really the heart of the electrical system on the boat. It's where the batteries are, and it's where a lot of the converters and distributors are, the components which route the electricity into different places. Now the first step, of course, was to design the system and design the layout of all the components in here, and we had a lot of really good help with that from some very experienced and qualified marine electricians and engineers. Then we started out by drilling the necessary holes to route the battery cables, and Tyson made up all the cables, crimping them and sheathing them and so on. And then the next step was to actually start installing the components inside on the bulkhead.
Hey Tyson,
Yes,
how's the octopus wrestling going?
it's going really good. As soon as I remembered how the batteries actually went in, because they're not here, so it took me 3 tries to get the right cable started for the right pattern. But once I got that, it's moving right along.
Sweet.
I only dropped like 3 washers, so.
Hey Patty,
Oh, hey there, YouTube.
what are you up to?
I'm making some cleats right now. Oh, God, look at that. Close up on that splinter. Ooh! God, he's so brave, Patty. I'm making some cleats that are going to support a plywood panel where we're going to mount the inverter boxes, which is a word that I learned last week. Super heavy, lots of load-bearing support, and we're also going to mount all the battery switches on the panel. And that's what I'm working on. That's my project.
Cool. Where is this panel gonna go?
It goes just on the forward bulkhead of the engine room, where the engine is going to be. So the inverter boxes are hanging over the engine.
Yeah, true.
I feel it's my responsibility here to say that we do know that inverters need airflow and need to stay cool. And that's why, although they are going to be over the engine, there's going to be some forced air ventilation probably, and certainly a heat shield in between the two.
And
Isn't that right, Patty?
And that is your daily preemptive comment rebuttal from Samson Boatco. Love you guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and massive thank you to all of our supporters.
What do you think?
Cool.
It's kind of tight in there, but
That's good.
So you've mounted the old Game Boy there? What's that?
Yeah, this is for Leo's video game system.
Cool.
I heard he's a big gamer, so
Yeah.
these are the boxes. This is like PlayStation on steroids.
Oh yeah, that's the PlayStation Infinity.
Now, what we're doing today is this board goes vertical behind the companionway, and these are the 2 inverters. So this one's going to run the 230 for European AC, and then this one, the other smaller one's going to be the 120 power for North America AC power. Basically, the goal with this system is that it can take shore power from anywhere in the world, no matter what the voltage or hertz is.
Wow.
It's actually a really cool system.
I see. Yeah, legend has it that he's also going to have both types of plugs. Yeah, we'll see if this conversation makes it into this week's video. How much does the PlayStation Infinity weigh?
The PlayStation Infinity Plus weighs 45 kilos, and the regular PlayStation weighs 30 kilos.
Wait, what the hell is a kilo?
I don't know. That's just what it was in because it's.
Wait, zoom in.
I don't know. This Victron stuff is made somewhere else in the world, so they don't know what pounds are, and we don't know what kilos are. So
a lot of weight.
They're heavy.
Meanwhile, George is expressing himself in paint. I'm gonna join him because those are my pieces right there.
Well, so I'm making bus bars, custom bus bars. We have to turn the 24 volt batteries into 48 volt batteries for the hybrid marine system. So the bus bar is a really almost zero resistance way to connect the batteries. So they're actually going to be hard connected between the positive and the negative of two of the batteries. So we're not using wire on that end, but then on the other end of the batteries for that 48 volt in series, that's going to go out to the power distribution. So I'm going to explain from a 10,000 foot view kind of what these components are and what they do and what the general flow of things is here underneath the companionway. We have our battery bank here, of which we don't have all the batteries installed yet, but there'll be 2 batteries here and then 3 batteries here and 3 batteries here. There will be four 48 volt batteries made out of 8 24 volt batteries. So we have bus bars connecting back here, and then this main bundle of cables that comes up to here is all of the battery connections to connect with the rest of the ship. Those batteries flow through this Lynx distributor right here, and then that is directly connected to the Lynx Smart BMS. So the BMS is the battery management system. Each one of these batteries does have its own battery management system, and they're all connected in series and will plug into here. But this gives us a lot of information and data on charge states and what the batteries are doing that will be read through the panel on the side here, as well as the Victron app that we can use on our phones. After the Smart BMS, it comes into another Lynx distributor, and this is where I've been working. This is the main power distribution where it leaves the battery system and talks to the rest of the ship. The top wire coming out here that goes through these 2 T-fuses, this is going to go through to the other side to both the 230 and the 120 inverters. Next down we have the 2 positive cables that are going to go out and run the hybrid motor, both the master and the slave motor controls. And then on the bottom here we have our 48 volt bus that comes over to a distribution block right here. Off of that 48 volt distribution block, we are going to have wires coming out to these 48 to 12 converters. These 48 to 12 converters take 48 volts and drop that down to 12 volts, and then that outputs in to feed the house battery, which runs all the 12 volt for the entire ship. The only other additional circuit that has 48 volts is going to be the windlass.
So we do now have quite a lot of the electrical distribution system set up, and that's awesome. There's still a lot more work to do. We're not going to go into too much detail about how this system works right now. I'm going to just show an overview of all the different things going on. But at some point we will go into depth because I think it's really interesting. I do want to just speak about the batteries really briefly. There was some concern from people watching these videos that the batteries might be too closely packed together, or they might give off heat, maybe they should be in a metal box, etc., etc. I just want to make it clear that I'm not just throwing them in here. I've done a lot of consulting with a lot of very experienced and qualified marine electricians and engineers to make sure that this system is safe. These batteries are lithium iron phosphate, which is a completely different chemistry to the lithium ion batteries, which are found in most electric vehicles. These are a much more stable chemistry. They don't give off a lot of heat. They're also controlled internally and externally by a battery management system that actually senses their heat. If there is any sign of them getting hotter than they should do, it'll shut the batteries down. So all in all, this should be an extremely safe and really top quality marine electrical system, and Tyson's been doing a fantastic job installing it so far. It's looking really nice, really clean, and I'm really excited to see the rest of it go in.
Hey George.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. Just doing the old tour. Can you tell us what you're working on here?
Yeah, I am shaping some sole boards for the aft engine room. These will be the parts that you walk on, and after I finish shaping these up, I'm going to make the middle part of it, which will be removable so that you can get at the drive shaft very easily.
What else have you been working on in the last couple of weeks?
Recently I've also been working on bunging all the fastener holes in the hull and then trimming those bungs flush. And I also made some bronze brackets for my bunk boards that I made to make sure that they're nice and strong.
Hey Patty,
Hi.
can you come out here and tell us what you're up to in there?
I'm working on the aft cabin wardrobe. Well, a lot of it is cherry. The face frame, the doors, the drawer fronts, all that's gonna be cherry. And the side paneling is yellow cedar.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
It is indeed.
You sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was red cedar.
Shh. You know what? You're absolutely right. It's red cedar. Oh my god. I was about to put my life on that being yellow cedar.
I should have made a bet.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's a lot going on here as always, but it's really exciting to start seeing more cabinetry and systems going into the boat. And so, you know, I say this pretty much every week, but I'm just so grateful for the team here, such a great crew, putting so much time and energy into the boat. Really lucky to have them, and just feel so lucky actually to be in this position at all, being able to do this project and this work, and being able to broadcast it and share it is a real privilege. So thanks for watching, and a massive thank you to everyone who has donated or otherwise supported this project. It does make a huge difference, and it means that we're able to keep on doing this work, and I'm able to make and edit these videos. So I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.